Bugs are eating your plants right now. Little green aphids, white fuzzy mealybugs, ants running up and down your stems, and you keep spraying chemicals that smell bad and don't even work. But what if the answer was not a spray at all? What if the answer was another plant? Yes, some plants are natural bug killers. Bugs hate them. Bugs run away from them. Some plants even trap bugs and kill them on the spot. Today I will show you 7 plants that fight off aphids, mealybugs, ants, whiteflies, and more. And plant number 4 is so strong, it can clear out an entire ant colony without one drop of poison. Stay with me till the end, because the last plant on this list works while you sleep. Let's get started. 1. Marigold. Marigold is a bright orange and yellow flower. You have seen it in many gardens, but it is not just pretty, it is a bug fighter. Marigold gives off a strong smell. Humans think it smells nice, but aphids and whiteflies hate it. The smell confuses them. It pushes them away from your other plants. Marigold also pulls in good bugs. Ladybugs love marigold, and ladybugs eat aphids for lunch. So marigold does double duty. It repels bad bugs and invites good bugs at the same time. This matters because you get a natural shield. No spray, no chemicals, just one flower doing the hard work for you. But marigold is just the start. The next plant on our list does something even stranger. It doesn't just repel bugs, it hunts them. 2. Nasturtium. Nasturtium is a fast-growing plant with round leaves and orange or red flowers. Gardeners call it a trap plant. Here is why. Aphids love nasturtium more than almost any other plant. So instead of attacking your tomatoes or your roses, they go straight for the nasturtium instead. You plant nasturtium near your other crops. The aphids swarm the nasturtium. Your real crops stay safe. Then you simply pull out the nasturtium leaves that are covered in bugs and throw them away. This matters because it saves your best plants without one drop of spray. The aphids do exactly what you want them to do, without even knowing it. Nasturtium tricks the bugs. But our next plant does something even bolder. It fights back against ants, the tiny soldiers that protect aphids like bodyguards. 3. Mint. Mint is a plant most people know from tea and gum. It smells fresh and clean. But that fresh smell is a weapon. Ants hate mint. The strong smell blocks their sense of smell. Ants use smell to find food and talk to each other. Mint breaks that system completely, so ants avoid mint gardens. This matters a lot because ants often protect aphids. Ants like the sweet liquid aphids make, so ants guard aphids and keep other bugs away from them. If you remove the ants, the aphids lose their protection too. Mint is strong, but be careful because mint spreads fast and can take over your garden if you don't control it. Now let's talk about the plant I promised you, the one that can clear out an entire ant colony. Are you ready? 4. Tansy. Tansy is a yellow flowering plant with a sharp, bitter smell. Most bugs cannot stand it, but ants especially cannot stand it. Tansy has natural oils that are toxic to many insects. Ants that come near tansy often turn around and leave. Some gardeners plant tansy in a full ring around their garden beds just to block ants from ever coming in. Tansy also fights off cucumber beetles and squash bugs. It is one of the strongest bug-blocking plants you can grow. This matters because ants can be one of the hardest bugs to control naturally. Sprays often don't stop them, but tansy blocks them at the root before they even get close. Tansy is powerful, but be careful with this one too, because tansy can be mildly toxic if eaten by pets or people. Keep it as a border plant, not a snack. Now let's move to a plant that fights an enemy we haven't talked about yet. Whiteflies, tiny white bugs that fly up in clouds when you touch a leaf. 5. Basil. Basil is famous in the kitchen, but it is also famous in the garden for one big reason. Whiteflies avoid it completely. Whiteflies are small white bugs that live under leaves. They suck the juice out of plants and leave them weak and yellow. But basil's strong smell confuses whiteflies and keeps them from landing on nearby plants. Basil works best when planted close to tomatoes and peppers. It builds an invisible wall of smell around them. This matters because whiteflies spread fast. One small group can turn into hundreds in just days. Basil slows them down before that happens. Basil protects your plants, but our next plant does something rare. It doesn't just repel bugs. It kills them on contact. 6. Chrysanthemum or mum is a common flower in many gardens, but inside its petals is a natural chemical called pyrethrin. Pyrethrin is a real bug killer. It attacks the nervous system of insects. It works on aphids, mealybugs, ants, and even beetles. Many natural bug sprays you buy in stores actually use chrysanthemum as their main ingredient. You can grow chrysanthemum near weak or attacked plants. Bugs that touch it often get sick or die shortly after. This matters because chrysanthemum is one of nature's strongest weapons against bugs. It is a flower, but it acts like a shield with real killing power. Still, there is one more plant left, and this one is different from all the others. It doesn't use smell. It doesn't use poison. 7. Sundew is not a normal garden plant. It is a small plant covered in tiny sticky hairs that shine like dewdrops. Those sticky drops are a trap. When a bug lands on sundew, it gets stuck. The plant slowly wraps around the bug and digests it for food. Sundew eats gnats, whiteflies, and small flying pests. This matters because sundew works all day and all night. It never sleeps. It never stops catching bugs. You can place a small pot of sundew near your garden or your indoor plants, and it will quietly clean up flying pests without any work from you. This is the plant I told you about at the start. The one that works while you sleep. Now you know why. So there you have it. 7 plants that fight bugs the natural way. Marigold, nasturtium, mint, tansy, basil, chrysanthemum, and sundew. You don't need harsh chemicals to protect your garden. Sometimes, the best defense is another plant standing right next to it. Take care of your garden and let nature do some of the work for you.